Live from Studio 7E in Rockefeller Center, this is Weekend Today in New York.
March is Fraud Awareness Month, and as the saying goes, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. But as more and more people start to book their spring and summer getaways, what should people look for to know they're actually getting the real deal? For that, we turn to Gabe Saglia, senior editor at Travelzoo. So, Gabe, thanks for coming in.
Great to be here. Thanks.
Well, so according to the Better Business Bureau, $10 billion of fraud happens every year to travelers? It's big money.
You know, we are doing our own booking more and more these days, so we are fending for ourselves out there. And it's less and less about these outlandish scams. I think as a consumer becomes more savvy, we can sort of tell that a $99 rate for a week stay in Mexico is not quite right, but it's really more about these practices that are now becoming more prevalent in the industry, and if we're not careful as consumers, we may be signing up for expenses and costs and fees that we're just not aware of.
Well, you brought with you 5 tips to try to prevent this from happening to you, and the first seems pretty obvious: do your homework.
Yeah, but I think as people become more and more loyal to airlines and hotel chains, I think it's a smart idea to put that aside just temporarily, see what the rest of the industry is doing, see what the market is bearing, to make sure that you're getting good rates, quality rates, and that the deal is good. That said, though, loyalty can pay off. That's the best way sometimes to avoid a lot of airline fees, get things like upgrades at hotels. But just to see the kind of price tag you're dealing with, I think just doing a general research as to what the industry is doing and what the market is bearing is a smart thing to do.
Okay, well, packages are really popular with people.
Yeah.
And your number 2 tip is know what's included.
Indeed, and I think particularly when we're doing booking online, there's so many steps along the way that it's tough to read every single word on each of these pages we're clicking through, but that's where things like resort fees are hidden. Oftentimes rates are cancelable or non-refundable. That's what allows them to be so darn good. Oftentimes they're just these extra fees that if we're not vigilant about, we've signed up for and we are committed to. If you sign up for a great rate but you have to be there for 4 nights and you want to leave a night earlier, there could be an early departure fee that you've got to contend with that may be more than staying that extra night. So really it's knowing exactly what's included, reading the fine print before you click that purchase button to make sure that you know exactly what you're getting and paying for when you get there.
And also, before you click the purchase button, make sure to check references. And you say the Better Business Bureau is a good place to go.
Definitely, and I think that this particularly is something to do when you're traveling overseas. A lot of international travel, once we get there, we are on our own. So dealing with companies that will put us with hotels and vacation providers that are bona fide and certified is a smart way to go. Better Business Bureau to word of mouth, it all counts.
And do you think picking up the phone, this isn't one of your tips, but recently I booked a trip online and I didn't even think to call, and my husband says, we should call.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
It seems like a good idea.
No, calling and verifying, particularly with these vacation packages, you know, you get a great company that gets your airfare with a particular company, a hotel, tours with another company. Call each of these companies individually once you purchase that package to make sure your information has gone through, that they've got you on the books, and that there are no extra fees or costs once you get there, that it's all included in that package you bought.
Okay, so your number 4 tip, we're talking about booking online and making sure to call too, but verify the website security, and that's actually kind of easy to do.
Yeah, in fact, you start to notice now more, instead of just HTTP in front of a web address, it's HTTPS, which is an added security measures that these websites are taking to make sure that when you enter your personal information, your credit card information, it's all verified. That's not to say that it's not safe to go with just HTTP sites, but just be on the lookout for just sort of extra measures some companies are taking to guarantee your security.
Okay, and we're running out of time, but you pretty much talked about the other one, confirm what you buy. So
confirm
make sure you do confirm.
And certainly use a credit card as often as possible. That's just an extra layer of security.
Your debit card, the money's out. The credit card, you can always say, dispute it.
And you got people to help you dispute it, yeah.
Thank you so much, Gabe, for coming in and for all your tips.
Ah, my pleasure.